Thank you, thank you. Hey there, gorgeous, and a very happy drugstore December to you. It's such a joy to see you, and I hope that you're having a beautiful day. FYI up front, I will let you know that Ace is homesick with me today, so he is here playing in his makeup box, having a great time, so you may hear him a little bit in the background, but he's happy, so. Today we're talking about the most talked about makeup from 2022. These are products that went viral that a lot of people really loved, and so I hadn't tried out a number of them before making this video, but I have tried them out and I'll share my thoughts on them with you today. First product I have to share with you is the Essence Lash Princess, and this is their False Lash Effect Mascara. This is one mascara that I really do love, and unfortunately the demonstration I'm showing you here does not show you its true beauty because I wasn't having that great of a lash day this day, but I love this mascara because it lengthens, it adds a lot of fullness to the lashes, and it stays all day, and it truly is one of the best mascaras at a very affordable price point that I have found, and so it was no surprise to me to see it on this list of the most talked about makeup from 2022. The next one I wanted to share with you is one that I really wanted to try this past year, but for whatever reason, never did. So this past week was my first time trying it, and that was the Maybelline Sky High mascara. This is one that was just so widely talked about. So many people raved about this mascara, and I remember I went to go buy it one time and I mistook the packaging for one of their other mascaras. It was the Lash Sensational Full Fan Effect Mascara, which I also really love, but that was the reason why I never tried the Sky High. So I really enjoyed this one. It reminds me a lot of the Blvd Beauty Mascara that I've really taken an affinity to also. It adds a lot of beautiful length to the lashes. It makes them look very full. Was very pleased with this one, so I can see why it went so viral this past year. Really excellent formula there. And the one that I tried out was the waterproof one. I have to have a waterproof mascara, but the one that was really widely talked about was the washable one. So they have a washable one, they have a waterproof one, depending on which way you want to go. Another product that was very widely loved is the NYX Bear With Me Concealer Serum. For reference, the shade that I'm using here is the one called Light, and this provides the most beautiful coverage underneath the eyes. And the best part about it is that it's very hydrating to the skin. It's not one of those concealers that's going to make your under eye area feel dried out, and it lasts all day, which is another wonderful quality about this concealer. No separation, no creasing, and a really great formula to try. The one that I had not tried prior to finding out about this list is the NYX Pore Filler Targeted Stick, but apparently this was one that was also really loved this past year, and it blurs the skin. It provides this filter-like effect to the skin. Really amazing. I'm really surprised I had not heard about it before the end of the year with as popular as it seemed to have been in 2022. Another product I wanted to share with you that became one of my favorites that was everywhere was the Joa Perfect Complexion Eye Serum. This contains ceramides and peptides, so a lot of good stuff in there for your skin, but what I love the most about this formula is that it's very hydrating. It is not drying, and it feels good when you're applying it. Not only that, but it does a beautiful job of covering under eye circles, and it looks so beautiful. And the best part is it doesn't crease and it does not separate all day long, and you don't need much of it because it's such a pigmented formula. So I can see why everyone loved it so much this past year. Another really loved product from 2022 that I had not personally tried before researching the topic for this video was the Essence Brighten Up Banana Powder. The one that I'm showing you here is Baba Banana, and this one erases everything. It does give a very filterized look to the skin. It's absolutely beautiful in real life. It doesn't look like you have a lot of cakiness on your face. I was really amazed by this one, especially at this price point. I believe it was about $4 or $5 for this powder, and my goodness, beautiful finish on the skin. And I was afraid that it would be a little too yellow because sometimes I can't wear banana powders because they are just a little bit too yellow for me, but this one was not in my experience. I found it to be very flattering to my skin tone. Even in natural daylight, it looked absolutely beautiful on the skin. So 2 thumbs up for that one. Another one that was very widely talked about that really surprised me when I found out it was on this list was the L'Oreal Magic Skin Beautifier BB Cream. Their anti-redness formula was the one that was most widely loved this past year. That was really funny to me because this is one of those products that's been out for so long. I've used this one years ago, and it's always interesting to me to see how products that have been out for forever and a day all of a sudden get a moment in the spotlight and everybody raves about it. It's like the Clinique Black Honey lipstick that we saw this last year went completely viral. And I mean, that lipstick has been in existence since the 70s, I believe. But it's so fascinating to me to see how things like this just skyrocket out of nowhere. But this one is really great because it does minimize the redness on the skin. Unfortunately, in the demonstration there, it's really hard to show you the effectiveness of this, but I know that when I do struggle with redness, this is one of those great products to put on either all by itself or underneath a foundation. And either way, it looks absolutely beautiful on the skin. It does a great job of getting rid of the excess redness. Another product that was very loved this past year that's also been out for a while, like the L'Oreal BB Cream, was the Revlon Volcanic Roller. You may remember this one. I tested it out, I want to say at least 3 or 4 years ago. I'm going to pull up the video from years ago to insert it here for you. This is a little roller ball that you roll over your face and it acts like blotting paper. It's supposed to take away the excess shine off of your skin, and it did do a really great job. But again, it's so funny to see that this has been resurrected and then all of a sudden everyone's loving it all over again. But yeah, I really was impressed with it the first time I used it. Another viral product from 2022 was the L'Oreal Infallible Powder Foundation. And I believe I tested this one at the end of 2021, very early 2022, and I really loved it. And that video did really well, by the way. I had so many views on that one. And you can see here that I really loved it this past year, so much so that I have a big dent in it. It's one of the best powder foundations that I own. It does a beautiful job of blurring the skin, and it lasts all day too. From an oily girl perspective, it's really hard to find a powder foundation that will last all day. I typically get shine breakthrough around the 7-hour mark with this one, which is really astounding. It really is. But when I pair it up with a primer, I can go upwards of 12 hours with this on my skin and it still looks fantastic. So definitely recommend checking it out. It is a fabulous product. Last product I have to share with you is Wet n Wild's Mega Glow Hello Halo Liquid Highlighter. The shade that I'm showing you here is Halo Goodbye. I believe this one has also been out for a long while because from everything I can see online and in store, it looks like they're starting to try and discontinue it. So if you're interested in this one, I would say grab it now. You can still find it on Amazon. But this one is really beautiful. It does a great job of highlighting the skin. It is very pigmented, so a little bit goes a long way with this one. But the emphasis that it places on your skin is very angelic and really beautiful. So let me know, did you try any of these out this past year? Did they become your favorites too? Would love to hear your feedback on this most loved list from 2022. And if you are interested in any of these products, I will have them listed and linked for you below in the description box. I speak peace, love, and joy into you and into your home. I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow for another video in Drugstore December.